Hi everybody, it's Queen Jelly here and welcome to or welcome back to my toy box. This is a doll and toy themed YouTube channel, likes to post at least once a week. It is also aimed at adult collectors such as myself. Of course, I do my best to keep the channel family friendly, but do just keep that in mind. With all that being said, today's video is going to be the start of my J3 core refresh unboxings. So I recently finished filming all of my Magic Mixies dolls, and that should be up on the channel now. I asked in that video which series you wanted to see next, and the winner was Monster High G3. Again, core refresh specifically right now. I do have some other G3 dolls that I still need to, a little bit older ones that I still need to unbox and review, but right now we're sticking with the core refresh, at least for this series. And so then I posted a survey to see which doll you'd like to unbox first, and actually I was surprised with which one won. It was not the one I was expecting. It's gonna be Lagoona. She's gonna be our first dolly. So to see which doll we're gonna unbox next, I'm gonna go over really quick the other options, but I just want to remind you that if you're interested in particular parts of this video, feel free to use the timeline down below. I add timestamps when I get the chance. Unfortunately, it's not always right away, but I add timestamps down below so that you can skip to the part of the video that you're interested in. So we're going to start with talking just a little bit about dolls, just a little doll chat. Then we'll, of course, do the unboxing and review, and then at the end, I usually add one or two photos of the doll, unless I happen to take them out for a photo shoot before the video comes out. Just kind of depends. And then if I know what video is going to come out next on the channel, I'll add a clip to the end as kind of just a teaser. If I ever end a clip, sometimes I will add a clip to the end and it might not end up being the next video, just because, you know, filming is not something I always have time for. So I do apologize about that, but I try to only add a clip at the end if I know what video is going to be next on the channel. So again, it just kind of depends. Anyway, for today's doll chat, like I said, we won. I didn't see any likes on the video itself, but I will say it also was not a video about Monster High, and also I didn't get the comments up right away. Sometimes, like, you say stuff in videos and then later you edit them and you hear yourself say them and then you, like, forget to actually implement them. But especially because I mostly do all of my recording and uploading and all that stuff on my phone, but I can only add timestamps, I can only add end screens, I can only add iCards, like all that stuff, I can only do it on my laptop. So that's why a lot of that stuff doesn't get done right away. If I could do that kind of stuff on my phone, it would be done the first time every time, but unfortunately I can't. So that's not an excuse, but it is an explanation of why that is. So how we did the votes before is how we're going to do it again. So there are two options. You can either just go down to the comment section and I will have a pinned comment, and then under that I'll have separate replies for each of the dolls. So that you can just like whichever one it is that you're most interested in, and that will be the one that's unboxed next. Or you can go to the survey that will be posted on my channel, and I will be leaving those up even past when I record the video, because I will use the votes from previous ones and kind of add them together. So the other options, just as a reminder, would be this Cleo, Draculaura, who I really thought was going to be the winner, Claudine, and Frankie, which if I personally chose one, I probably would either do Frankie or Claudine, or sorry, Frankie or Cleo, because if you guys know, I am a very big Frankie stan. I've actually already unboxed this doll, just not for the channel. I did it on a time when I was taking a break from recording, so I don't have, like, it wouldn't be like a first impressions, but I still have a full one to unbox with you guys. So again, if you are interested in seeing any of those unboxed as the next one on my channel, eventually this will all get their own videos, but whichever one gets the most votes will be unboxed next. And again, there are two ways to vote, so hopefully we'll see some votes out there to determine which one comes up next. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching this far. If you have, don't forget to give the channel a subscribe. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment with your thoughts down below. Any and all of those things really help out the channel. Plus, I love hearing from you guys. So I think that's all I have to say for now, though, and I will turn myself around and we'll get Lagoona open. So here we are on the desk. We're going to take a closer look at her box. Just be aware the top is a little bit crushed. That is because I've had her for quite a bit in the box. I purchased them like around Christmas time, like end of year with some of those sales. I purchased her along with the rest of the Core Refresh dolls, as well as caught up on some of the other collections that I was missing. So I don't have exact prices or anything like that for these, or at least that I paid for them, because again, I got them on sale and I got them from various different places depending on which had the better sale. So unfortunately, I don't have price points on that. I do believe that these retail between $25 and $29 now with tariffs being added. So that is what I believe the retail cost is right now. But again, I purchased mine on sale and I've had them here since like December. So for the front of the box, it says Monster High here on the side, and then says Lagoona Blue here, and has Lagoona, Frankie, and Claudine in their new looks. It says Neptune down here in the corner. I really like this new sculpt that they did for Neptune with the little closed eye face. We will also, I have the original Lagoona back there, so we will look at them side by side in the end. But there is the front, and then the back of the box says Monster High and says Lagoona Blue, monster type, beautiful bubbly sea monster, monster must-have, sparkling saltwater, fish ice cream, monster pet Neptuna. And then of course we have them all in their refreshed look back here, all except of course Lagoona, because she's up front. And then the side we have her icons, and these appear to be her original icons because those are her shoes from her original look. And it says Monster High on that side, and then there is her barcode. Now you probably need that at this point anyway, but I'm just used to doing that in my Monster High videos. So I think that's all that I have for her box. Let's go ahead and get her open. All right, so here is our Lagoona, and she is ready to show off her killer style. Honestly, no wonder y'all voted for her to be open first, because I kind of forgot how like bomb these pants were. They are so cool looking. But we will take a closer look at her outfit shortly. We're gonna go over her accessories and stuff like that first. So also, first of all, her backpack being this like see-through jellyfish is so cool. It is a soft rubber, so there's a like you can open it pretty easily. Oops. There is this little key ring on the front, but as you can see, it does come off, so just be careful with that. But it looks like a little fish skeleton. There's a faux pocket on the front. I also just look at the little face on it. You can't, it's hard to see because of it being clear on clear, but that is so cute. And then there's little jellyfish tentacles down here. I love the material that they made it out of. It's like soft and flexible. It definitely like fits the vibe. Then we have a blowfish pen. I want to say that it's a pen with a blowfish on top. If not, it's like a lolly that looks like a blowfish. That's cute. Some gummy bites, which are little worms. There's a little skullet there. They kind of remind me of the worm from Sesame Street, but they're supposed to be, you know, like bait worms. And then we have her ice cream, which is a Taki ice cream because it's in the little fish shape. I think that's super cute. And then you're gonna have these like drippies here at the top, and of course the ring so that she can hold it in her hand. We have a soda. It says Bubble Booze. It has bubbles all over it. Of course, the nutrition facts on the back, they're too small to read. Her seahorse from her original sweater, or hoodie, or whatever you want to call it. Then we have this really cool throwback. So it looks like her diary. It says, Monster High, Lagoona Blue. These waters are as still as a pond. Unfortunately, it doesn't like open or anything. It kind of feels like it, but obviously there's no hinge on this side. It's just a solid piece of plastic. I do like that she has the Frankie hand sticker here, and then her heart right there. Super cute. And then of course we have her sunglasses, which I'm not sure how I feel about this orange. I mean, she does have a little bit of orange on her outfit, but it kind of feels almost like it comes out of nowhere. But there are these tentacles around the outside, which is kind of cool. And there are these really narrow frames. So of course we will take a peek at them on her later. I do like the wiggly arms here on the side. And then last but certainly not least is her Neptuna. The tail is flipped up and over. There's this really cute spines on the back that kind of look like a mohawk. She has some diamond scales all over. And then she's making this really cute, like, happy face with her eyes closed and some bubbles over her eyes. And then her little fin's like, yay! She's super cute. I don't know if she'll be able to clip onto Lagoona's arm. Maybe, because this part's a little bit flexible. So she might still be able to clip onto her arm like the original one. Let's see. Okay, good. I was a little worried that we lost that, but it's still there, so that's good. So here is a quick look at her sunglasses on her face. Again, not too bad, but again, I kind of feel like the color does come a little out of nowhere besides the necklace here, but I think it works for the necklace. I don't know that it works for the sunglasses, so we are going to go ahead and take those off. And then we'll start our regular head to toe. I was noticing that she has very long hair. Obviously not the longest for Lagoona because we do have this one back here with the floor length hair, but I do believe she has the longest hair of a not hair play Lagoona. Then again, a lot of the, like her original one, like has her hair up in a pony, which does of course make it look a little bit shorter, but she has like ankle length hair, which is really cool. It is very messy right now. Definitely needs a good brushing out of the box, but it's there and it is relatively soft. A little dry at the ends, of course. So she has this bright blonde hair, which is kind of reminiscent of her like collector edition doll. She has these cute little space buns here at the top, which you can see there's a little bit of the highlight colors in there. So there's a little bit of purple and green in each. And then she has tiny little streaks of purple and green. So they start right here, go up into the bun, and then come down into these little ponytails here. So her hair is 99% that bright blonde, with just little streaks of purple and green. And then there's a little streak underneath on each side as well. And she has these extra part curls that are like up here right in front of her ears. I will just push them behind for now so we can take a look at her earrings, which this one is a skeleton fish that's wrapped around to kind of look like a hoop. And the same on the other side. I wasn't sure because sometimes Lagoona does have mismatched earrings, so I wanted to take a look at those separately just in case. She does still have her fish scales here on her forehead. She has greeny blue eyebrows, purple eyeshadow with blue underneath, blue freckles all the way across, and then an orangey lip, which I feel like we've kind of seen that before on Lagoona. Maybe I'm crazy. Again, she has a very yellow lip back here, so maybe that's just what I'm thinking of. We have that orange seashell necklace. It does have about 2 layers going on to it. It is currently rubber banded to her, so it kind of is what's making the shirt kind of roll up. But I'm curious, is this layered or is this just faux layers? Okay, it's just faux layers, but it looks like separate pieces. So she has this pink tank top on with a skeleton fish on it and on these like dripping oil patterns, I would say, and this like splot here on the side. And she is wearing it over a mesh top that kind of has this like halter top portion, but also has sleeves. So she kind of has a cold shoulder moment going on. You can see it really well if you pull those down. It's really cute. She then has on this clear plastic belt. It is made to look like it's multiple layers. So we have kind of this like pearl layer at the top, this kind of pearl here hanging down by the side, and then a shell buckle on the front. And then the holes that go down them look like suction cups. Again, you can really hardly see it because of it being the clear material. And I usually like clear plastic, but I kind of wish we'd seen some more painted details on here to make them stand out, because there is a lot of detail. It just kind of blends in because it's all the same clear color. And then we have her super, super awesome pants, which kind of have that same motif of having this like mesh down here and looking kind of layered. So she has on what looks kind of almost like a denim shorts. It's more of a cottony. And then let's see, real pockets on either side with then these pink ribbons hanging off of them. And then this little bit of mesh right here. And then this really cool, very detailed like bell bottom portion here. I'm not sure what this material exactly is. It's definitely like the doll material that they usually use for like when they make like fancy scarves and like pretty flowy dresses, like that type of material. But it's really cool with all this like splatter on it. It kind of almost looks like coral. Just very vibrant and bright. She does still have her fins on underneath, and her legs are still the pink to green gradient. I point that out because it looks like we're getting one that might have just solid green legs coming up, so that's kind of interesting. And then we have her shoes, which appear to again be kind of semi-opaque. They are this white material with again a lot of detail, some straps going around. This one looks like it's buckled on, and then the soles are pink. And then the bottom of her shoes is her original skullet, which I think is another really fun addition there. That's super cute. I would love to see what those actually look like as like footprints. So that is super cool. And again, there is her very long hair. So that is Core Refresh Lagoona. Super cute. I really love her. I look at these two together. So of course this is her original core doll and this is the Core Refresh. As you can see, they do actually have a little bit similar hair tones. I will say that this one is a shade paler than the new one, but otherwise fairly similar, and they have the same kind of highlight colors. Obviously there is a lot more of the highlight color in the original than there is in the Core Refresh. They've really scaled down the size of the scales, no pun intended. She has the same green eyebrows, the same color eyes, and fairly similar eyeshadows, even with the same like blue wing on the side. The original, I did actually give her a second skeleton earring from another Core Refresh that I had as a spare. But originally she has one skeleton and one stud, whereas this one has 2 skeletons, but still skeleton fish. She still maintains a pink top with a black skull on it. This one is a little bit more of like a hoodie, even though the sleeves are mesh. And then this one's more of a crop top. In her original, she had a backpack and a fanny pack. In this one, she has a backpack and a belt. The bags are a shell and a jellyfish. I kind of like the jellyfish a little bit more. Then for her bottoms, it's kind of reversed. So she has the shorts and then she has the pants. But again, these are very thin, so they could be worn even in the summer. She has these multi-toned shorts, and then she has the blue shorts, and then the multi-tone is down here at the bottom. And then for the shoes, these are more beachy in my opinion, and these are more day-to-day. So you have the pink shoes with the blue soles, and then the white, like the white shoes with the pink soles. Overall, I think she's really pretty and a good addition to the Lagoona lineup. With her, it didn't feel like they were trying to reinvent the wheel. They were just giving her a new look to kind of go with the new style that everyone's been getting. Now, from my understanding, the series that this one was in, like the animated series, has been discontinued. However, it sounds like that they're going to be rebooting a G3 animated series, and it looks like they're going to be using these outfits. So I don't know if they made the reboot outfits to go with the new show, or if when they decided to go with a new show, they decided to go with the reboot outfits just for the purposes of differentiating the two series from each other. But I do really like the new core looks. I still like the original core looks. Like, I don't really have anything to say about it as far as like should they have improved it or anything like that. Again, I feel like this is a good continuation. The only thing I would have liked to have seen in the new one is a shell phone. That was something that I really liked, that they all had the eye coffins in the original lineup, which these ones appear to not have any of the eye coffins. That's the only thing that I kind of miss. But otherwise, I think that she's a really pretty doll. And again, these pants are super, super awesome. So definitely the highlight of the doll. So I think that wraps up my final thoughts. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like the video, comment down below your thoughts. Also, vote for which doll you'd like to see next of the Core 3 refresh. Again, either using the comments down below or the poll posted on my channel. And we will see you very soon in the next one. Bye! And stick around to the end to see what we unbox next. All right, so in front of you we have the boxes from the 3 that I have.